What's up, YouTube? It's about 4:30 in the morning and I'm spending this entire week shadowing a spine surgeon. If you're new here, my name is J.R. Smith. I'm a second-year medical student at the Mayo Clinic, and this week I was super excited to bring you guys along because we have an opportunity to spend the entire week in surgery, and I was fortunate enough to get paired with a neuro spine surgeon. Most of y'all know that I want to become a surgeon myself, so being able to experience an entire week dedicated to rotating with surgery as a second-year medical student is incredible. I'm really excited for this opportunity. I get to just really experience what being a surgeon is, and I guess that's waking up at 4. But I'm a morning person, so can't really complain. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to bring this camera around when I'm actually in the hospital or in the OR, of course. But I'm going to do my best to kind of just talk about my experience. And so for those people who are interested in surgery, if you haven't been able to rotate in surgery, I'll at least be able to share what my experience this week is like. So I'm about to head out. I have to meet my resident really early this morning and also find my way around the hospital. So wish me luck, guys. Just got home. It's 5:30 p.m. I'm tired, my feet hurt, but I'm hyped because today was dope. I was able to completely scrub in. First I was able to round on some of the patients that my resident had, and then we had an amazing surgery. It was super long, but it was dope. It was a spinal fusion, and they inserted a spacer to replace one of the degenerative discs that the patient had. And so essentially you perform a laminectomy where you are cutting the lamina of the vertebrae to kind of decompress the spinal cord. A lot of the symptoms that patients feel, whether they have spondylolisthesis or whether they have degenerative disc disease or just kind of spinal stenosis, these kind of cases where the vertebrae is compressing the spinal nerve, you're going to get a lot of these nerve-related symptoms. So things like pain, of course, and that kind of shooting or stabbing or shocking pain down the legs. And so one of the things that you want to do in cases like this is to decompress that nerve, let it get some air, let it breathe a little bit. And so that was awesome. I got to help cut one of the rods. I got to help with suction. I just learned a ton, and just being able to go throughout a day in surgery so I can see what that's like is awesome. I'm super excited for tomorrow, but I'm tired, I'm hungry. I still have like almost all of my Anki left to do. So I am going to spend some time eating, rejuvenating a bit, getting some rest, finishing my Anki, hanging out with Madison, and then get ready for day 2 in the OR. All right, I'll see y'all there. Made it through Tuesday. Oh my goodness, I look beat, y'all. I'm a little tired, and it doesn't help that I still have some Anki to do. But today was awesome. I woke up at the same time, around 4:30ish, so I can get to the hospital around 5:45. And we had a similar case that we had yesterday where we had a laminectomy and discectomy where we are essentially relieving some pressure on the nerves. And that was the only case that we had today. So it was actually a short day in the OR, short day shadowing. But what was really cool about today was that I got to have lunch with the resident that I'm working with, some of his co-residents, as well as a orthopedic surgery intern, a first-year resident in the orthopedic surgery program here. So that was cool just to be able to hang out with them, chat, pick their brains about some of the things that are going on in residency, and what I could experience, pursuing a surgical specialty. And basically, they said that it's tough. But of course, we expect that, and they absolutely love the program here. So that was encouraging to hear as well. But what I'm getting from this week is that my passions definitely lie in the OR. I love being in the OR. I love being able to participate in surgery. It feels like I'm fixing things. It's a good feeling. It's a good atmosphere. I just love the OR. So that's encouraging for me, because it would have been tough if I would have had this experience thinking, I want to do surgery, and then getting into it and just like, I hate this. I need to go home. My feet hurt. But my feet do hurt, but I'm still loving it. So I'm going to crank away at some of this Anki, try to get some rest, and then get ready for tomorrow. Get ready for day 3.
I'm a medical student.
So it's Wednesday, my 3rd day shadowing neurosurgery, and we had 3 cases, all incredible cases. The first 2 I got to experience pitting in a deep brain electrode for deep brain stimulation. Essentially, when patients have symptoms that can cause tremor like Parkinson's, you can put in an electrode, and you can actually use technology to determine the exact route that you need to take with the electrode to hit the target without hitting any veins and causing any bleeds, because the last thing you want in the brain is a bleed. And so you kind of map out the perfect trajectory for inserting this electrode, and then you can hook it up to a battery that you implant into the chest. And incredible just to be able to literally see a patient coming in with tremors that are disrupting essentially everything in their life, and then to come in and have a single procedure essentially stop it. I literally was able to watch the patient's hand tremoring, and then once the electrode hit the target, it stopped. And then we had another patient where we actually ended up taking out the battery that they had placed. And this was amazing because not only did I get to help with retraction and suction and irrigation, but I got to tie a ton of knots at the end and actually got to close, do a complete baseball stitch all by myself, and it was amazing. I felt like a surgeon. I had tools in my hands. I was working. This is the life of me. So this was one of the most fulfilling days I have had as a medical student. And it's not orthopedics, which is interesting. And now I have some thinking to do. So that's a little tough, but exciting nonetheless. I love surgery. That is one thing I know for sure, is that I will be in an OR one day. And so now I still have Anki. I still have some work to do, but I'm like on a high of being in the OR. So Anki's not even stressing me out. But we're going to get to it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with hopefully some more exciting news. Alright guys, it's actually Friday. Yesterday I was too drained to even get here and talk to you guys and check in, but yesterday was probably even better than the day before. Yesterday's case was pretty big. We had a C2 to T2 laminectomy, so we're essentially decompressing the spinal cord, and then after that we fused the spine to prevent any instability. And my resident, the resident that I'm working with, he was able to actually essentially do this case all by himself for the first time. So it was a huge thing for him, which then opened up the opportunity for me to essentially assume his role as like first assist in this surgery. And today I also saw something really cool. I saw a tumor resected from the spinal cord, and that was my first time ever seeing tumor and the process of resecting it and getting it sent out to be biopsied and all of that stuff. So that was a cool experience for me. But that was about it for this week. I was waking up around 4:30 in the morning, getting to the hospital no later than 6, and doing my thing, feeling like a surgeon, and sometimes getting home like today at around 6 p.m. But this is the life that I'm going to be experiencing, not only as a resident, but also sometimes as an attending physician if I pursue a career in surgery. And so this week was not only insightful for the procedures that, I was able to see and all that stuff, but it was also good for me being able to see what life as a surgeon looks like. So I'm really just happy I was able to get this week to experience that. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I know it was more so just story time about what my week was like, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it was insightful, maybe motivating to pursue opportunities to get into the ORs at your own institutions or pursue careers in surgery. But of course, if you did enjoy this video, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, keep evolving, and I'll see you guys in the next one.